Hi guys, this is the second part of the sensible uh, and latent heat storage. Okay, so in our first part, the things what we have been shown are the sense what is sensible and what is the latent heat storage, and how we choose the storage system based on the advantage, disadvantage, and applications. And then we also saw the challenges in solar energy. Okay, so what are the challenges we actually have in using solar energy, and also we have seen the understanding the user needs. Okay, the need is very much important when it's come to any product. So in solar energy consumption, we also need to understand the users need. Okay, though, so that's we saw in two different ways, like continuous energy supply and peak demand coverage. So, and an assessment is also been solved. So now the next one is, so critical user pain point. Okay, so when it's come to these critical user points, we can segregate it into three things. One is household, another one is industries, and the next one is electrical vehicles. Okay, so you have to keep that in mind. There are numerous number of applications, but we have been taking the critical points. Okay, the major usage, like major needed. So at the points there are three: household, industries, and electrical vehicles. So in our households we need hot water for showers and cooking during every house when solar isn't available. Okay, so it's also a major factor in the household where we need hot water, and also some of the houses are using solar for cooking also, and also to heat the room. Okay, by using heat pump, solar heat pump. Okay, so these are all some points regarding the households. And when it's come to industries, which require constant process heat for manufacturing operation around the clock. Okay, so in industries they need constant heat in manufacturing and in production line. So they need the regular supply of heat energy. Okay, so that's also a critical point. And electrical vehicle, so need reliable charging infrastructure independent of solar generation timing. Okay, so these are all the three critical user points. So current storage limitation. Okay. So what are the limitations in the current storage? Okay. So let's see that the battery storage issues. Okay. First, we are going to see what are the battery storage issues in this current storage limitations. Okay. The first one is high initial cost, and the second one is performance degradation over time, and then limited life cycle, and then temperature sensitivity. Okay, so these are all the current limitations of storage. And then the alternative needed, so thermal storage offer cost effective long duration energy storage with minimum degradation. So first you have to keep that in mind. Whatever the product, when you go for solar, the initial investment, that means the installation cost is almost always higher, but the maintenance will be less, and for a long run it's a very good option comparing to other alternatives. Okay, so problem statement: how can we store solar energy efficiently and economically for continuous use? Okay. Now let's see the another assessment. Which of the following is a common phase changing material? Okay, we call it as PCM, used in latent heat storage. Okay, in the latent heat storage, which phase changing material is used? The options are rock, wax, air, and copper. Okay, so the answer is also given in the PPT, so you can look into it, or else you can search and do it as an assignment. Okay. So for the solving the problem, there are two storage approaches. One is sensible heat storage and the latent heat storage. And sensible heat storage rises material temperature. Okay, it will not change. It will not use phase changing materials. But in the latent heat, phase changing material is used. Okay, so these are all the two storage approaches. Thank you.